But then moving on to another form of ruin, you got Josh Rosen. And Rosen really has not had the best NFL career so far. I feel like we can all agree on that for one reason or another. It's pretty clear that he stumbled out of the gates for sure through 2+ years now. Got cut by the Dolphins. Apparently there were other offers out there, but he decided to go to the Buccaneers. He picked a practice squad spot over a roster spot because he's got guaranteed money from the NFL draft in 2018, and now he just wants to find the best spot. The question is Tampa Bay the best spot? You have Tom Brady there. You got Blaine Gabbert backing him up. So, Jack, what do you think? Was that the right decision for Rosen to make?
Oh, I think this was definitely the wrong decision for Josh Rosen. I wouldn't say in any place that Tom Brady is, because Tom Brady somehow is going to keep getting contract after contract until he decides to retire, which might not be until he's 100 years old. If you can't beat out Blaine Gabbert off the bat, you're probably not good enough to start right now. So why not go somewhere where you could be a backup, where you're one injury, one bad series, or a couple of bad games away from getting the starting nod? Why not try for a team that you actually have a chance to go and compete for a spot? Right now, playing on the practice squad behind Blaine Gabbert and Tom Brady, which Tom Brady has really only seen one major injury in his career. I don't see how Josh Rosen has a path to start in Tampa Bay before his contract expires. Also, Josh Rosen, when he does get a chance, if he does get a chance, needs to step up. A 3-13 record right now, not going to cut it. Not going to cut it anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, we all agree he hasn't performed up to our standards, up to a lot of UCLA fan standards for sure. But you look at what he's done the past 2 years. Came to Arizona, and he was a backup right off the bat, and there you go. He was one injury away. And then once he steps into the starting role, he's behind the worst offensive line in football, gets absolutely abused, and he plays horribly the rest of the year. Then he goes to Miami. Oh, and would you look at that? Fitzpatrick plays horribly the first 2 weeks. Rosen comes in, and again, he's behind the worst offensive line in football, and he gets abused, sacked, thrown all over the place, interceptions, miscommunications. It's a mess. Bad organization from top to bottom, at least trying to refresh things, but Rosen was not the answer there. Rosen absolutely made the right choice to go fit over playing time and money, without a doubt. You were a former top 10 pick. You know you have talent. You don't need to go out there and start a game to show people you still have skills. But what you do need is you need to take your time. Josh Rosen's playing the long game here. He's sitting behind Tom Brady. He's learning from him. He's going to be in practice with the greatest quarterback of all time, who, a lot like Rosen, isn't mobile. He's a very old-fashioned quarterback. Rosen doesn't move outside the pocket. Neither does Brady. They're not the kind of guy who will bomb it 50 yards downfield. Both of them. They thrive on going to tight ends in the slot, check downs, accuracy over power, and arm strength. There's not a better guy to learn from in the league than Tom Brady, and Josh Rosen knows that. He could go out there and he could have maybe signed with Bears. And Trubisky gets benched and Foles gets hurt again, then there you go. Now he's a starter. But what's he going to do in Chicago? Nothing. Nothing we haven't already seen. He's playing the long game here. He knows that if I sit behind Brady for this year, Blaine Gabbert leaves after next year, and then I'm the rostered backup behind Brady, maybe Brady pulls a Manning and he finally gets hurt, and then Rosen is the one who takes over a quality team. Or Brady retires at the end of next year, Rosen's learned enough from Brady, and then he goes out there as a free agent with goodwill from coaches. Because I don't think he's had a lot of that now, because all his coaches get fired. All his coordinators get fired. So I think he made the right choice by going to an organization that doesn't need him right away. And he's trying to get the most out of the situation on his own side.